Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you've been doing well. Today we have some very, very good news. So, if you didn't already see, Tamashii Nations gave us the San Diego Comic-Con reveals for the event exclusives, and it's quite early. I didn't think we were gonna get it this soon, considering there's about 2 months, I think, before Sdcc actually happens. And we're bound to get more reveals and stuff like that, and teases and whatnot. But man, it'll be a while, I think, before we actually see the physical models of these. And I mean, I'm hoping not, but maybe some people will be able to get some early copies and show us what they look like. But let's dive deep into these real quick, and I'll give you guys a warning. All right, so after we go through these, I'll go through just a tiny little rant. All right, because today was interesting in terms of the reactions to these EEs. So yeah, anyways, let's get straight into it. So we've got a new Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, recolored essentially. He comes with a little mini kid Gohan, similar to Raditz, how they did that, though this one is not crying and trying to attack him, right? It's very cool. I really love like this whole thing. I think this definitely seems to be what everybody is saying they're going to get out of all of the EEs. And I can see why. I mean, it's classic DBZ feel good vibes. You know what I mean? If you want to get nitpicky, the eyes, I don't know. The eyes on the Saiyan Raised on Earth Gokus recently have been a little interesting in terms of how far apart they are, but I don't know. Hopefully the physical model that we see later on, it looks a little bit cleaner. Looks like he's got probably a new windy hair sculpt all entirely. And the hand here, I don't know why it's not connected all the way, but I'm sure it will look fine. And Nimbus, I mean, I don't know if it's the same size as the Nimbus clouds we have now. Probably might be a little bigger. I think he has also the tail. I don't think any of the other ones had a long tail like that. So yeah, definitely a little bit different all around. And yeah, looks really, really cool. Now, this one right here, a lot of people were clowning on Trunks today. I'm sorry. But he does have this pearl scent shining across his whole body. And I think the only problem I have when it comes to that is if you're not going to do the Ikari form, it doesn't work. Because that form, that's where he actually it would make sense for him to look glossy. And if you give some either a backdrop for the aura, or if you gave him an actual aura to represent that form, it would look better. And I think that's kind of the hope, but it might just be as regular Super Saiyan Trunks, which I feel weird about, because I think that it would have been better to just do Rage. Give him the blue tips here in his hair on the top, give him the white eyes on all his face plates, and you could give him the sword that's broken, but also give him a yellow keyblade that attaches to it, just to make it different, because I don't think they're going to give you the final, what is it called, Final Hope Slash or Spirit Bomb Sword. I don't think they're going to give it to you in here. That's the thing. They tend to take some accessories away sometimes. So for him, I see it being possible that he's not going to come with the base head nor that sword. And they're either going to swap it in for something else, or he literally is just going to be bare boned. We'll have to see. These images are just kind of the teasers, and we don't really know what they'll come with specifically. We don't know what the other faceplates look like and what other options there are. So we'll have to wait and see. I do think, if you don't have a Trunks, it could be still good to get it. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's really a preference. If you don't like pearl scent stuff, probably not going to get it, right? And I'll say this. The DBS Broly we got that had a similar vibe going on here with basically an entire body of pearl scent, he did come with a big aura effect. It's funny, but it was a giant aura effect, and I mean, they could do something like that with him here for Trunks and just give him a unique aura and call it a day. I guess we'll see. Moving on, Jiren. This one right here, I definitely am the most hype about. I know a lot of people aren't really feeling the legs, though, in terms of the pants right here, just because they do look a little metallic, if that makes sense. And I'm not sure why they opted to do it that deep with the colors, because obviously when you go up to his body, it's not in the same kind of reflection of the legs. Like it doesn't, I don't know, maybe it just doesn't mesh well. And I mean, between his boots and stuff, maybe you would expect his body to be also a little shiny, kind of reflecting that aura that he would have around him. And I mean, at the end of the day, the shine is kind of to represent, yes, he's got kind of an aura around him, right? Besides that, though, I mean, he looks pretty cool. I don't remember if this is a new faceplate or not. I haven't checked my Jiren accessories in a while, so we'll see. Hoping he has some new expressions, maybe a new accessory, but judging by him having this again, maybe not. We'll see. Now we have some other stuff that's not DBZ. We have a Naruto Top 99 Kakashi. Personally, wouldn't have chose this to be the EE for a Naruto line. I kind of like what they did with Jiraiya last year by picking one of the old figures and kind of updating it that way, because some of those figures are not necessarily horrible. Like they're still pretty good to this day. Obviously an upgrade or two is going to make them even better, but some of those figures back then are not horrible today. So I wouldn't have minded seeing that as an EE personally, but I'm sure there are people that are excited that Kakashi is getting his Top 99 outfit. And I mean, we already have, the SHF Kakashi that came out as a general release. What was that? 2 years ago? I feel like, dang, that's a while ago. So I mean, yeah, color wise, I like the black. I don't necessarily like this version of green. I think the forest green was a lot better on the other Kakashi. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. This is based on the Naruto Top 99 art, so it's gonna be kind of redoing that whole picture. That's the hope, I think, is to do all those characters eventually, whether it's EEs or general releases or premium Bandai releases. We shall see. Moving on, we got our final event exclusive, which is a Godzilla for the SH Monster Arts line. I'm not well versed in that space, so I don't know which Godzilla this is, but he does look pretty cool. And yeah, so let's get into the rant part of this video. So we're gonna head over to Rockchilla, and we're gonna look at these event exclusives, because I think I have to make one thing clear to a lot of people is no, you do not want new figures, meaning new molds or new entire bodies of characters as event exclusives. I'll tell you why. It's already happened. UI Sign has not actually made its way in terms of a general release. Now, for example, this Goku Black, I mean, there was already another Goku Black with far more accessories, but, we've had this Goku Black, which came with the aura and a blade, and then it got downgraded into a budget release that came with, I think, 3 faces, 3 sets of hands, and then just the body, right? Nothing crazy. That is a good sign when that happens. Like, they're at least giving you an opportunity to get that figure, even if it's through a different variant. They have not done that with some of these other ones. They have not done that with Super Saiyan 2 Goku, for example. This is the one I would have expected them to do, because easily they could just, make it a matte style, give him the same halo, take the aura out. There you go. Budget release. And maybe they're saving that. I don't know. But this UI Sign has never seen the light of day anywhere else other than Japan as a lottery event. So just put into perspective. If they were to do that once again, you would probably not see this figure anywhere except other than eBay, Buyee, Mercari, etc. for way over retail. I want people to understand that when you say you want a new figure, meaning an entire new character or a new body such as 3.0 or whatever the current numbers are, you're asking for an event exclusive figure that's totally new that you won't be able to buy normally. Just understand that. These things sell out on Premium Bandai when they do go up there relatively quick, especially if it's popular characters. A lot of people wanted this Raditz. A lot of people wanted this Gohan. A lot of people wanted that Vegeta. They were gone. A lot of people wanted Super Saiyan 2 Goku. A lot of people wanted Buu. A lot of people wanted 16. Gone. You got lucky with Shenron still lagging around. That's the thing. There's no guarantee that they'll stay there forever. They have no set pre-order close date like a normal Premium Bandai pre-order does. Those things can just instantly sell out. And I don't think people understand that when they're saying that they want new figures for event exclusives. You're not going to be able to secure that normally. And people who already have a hard time accessing Premium Bandai or don't live in an area with a Tamashii Nation store, and don't have accessibility to get to San Diego Comic-Con. They're already struggling, so why make it harder for those people? That's why I said the Kakashi wouldn't have been my first choice, for a figure. Granted, it's a repaint, but still, it's, there's other options, right? Bring back something that is old, like really, really old, that can get a repaint that people haven't seen in a while. That's fine. But totally new stuff is just beyond me. It just doesn't make sense to be asking for that stuff. And 90% of the items that people ask for, or characters, I should say, like Future Gohan, Kid Buu, Janemba, the Gogeta, man. SSJ4 Gogeta, by far. It is guaranteed that those people are going to be made. Like, I don't understand the thought process. Those are all characters that are going to be made. Are there characters that they're going to skip over, like Grunt type people? Sure, they're definitely going to skip over those if they don't have some iconic funny moment, like Kui, for example, where he's getting blown up by Vegeta. That's like an iconic moment right there. Of course they're going to make somebody like that. Why wouldn't they? Sure. Oh, where's Nail? Where's the other armor suit Vegeta? It'll come in due time. They obviously chose some other things, went a different route. It's not the end of the world. It just means you got to wait a little longer. If you're in the game to collect one specific item, you never win. Just think about it that way. You're never going to win if you're waiting for one specific thing. You might as well go make it yourself, okay? Or go buy a statue, or go buy a cheap budget version from a different brand. You're never going to win that way. You have to learn some patience, at least dealing with specifically Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts line. You have to learn some patience. The Toji fans, you got to learn some patience, because I absolutely am sure that there are other people who thought that there were going to be some JJK event exclusive, and I've come across a few people asking for that. Doesn't make sense. Why would you want that there? I'm gonna close the rant from there, because I could go on and on about that topic. But in short, do not ask for new figures of new characters, new molds. You want that stuff to be general release, available to you normally. You don't want to have to fight for it. Do you get my point? So I'll leave you with those words. Anywho, I'm gonna go make another video. I'll see you guys in the comments of this one. Let me know, what was your favorite reveal today from the Sdcc exclusives? Who are you gonna get? And what are your gripes with some of the figures? Because I know for sure there will be some comments about this dude. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.